Crisis Communication Vortex. Narrated PowerPoint by Miguel Moreno. Disclaimer. This is a true story told from my perspective. In order to protect everyone's identity, the location and names have been changed for all those involved. In the small South Texas high school, during the first 9 weeks of school, the current dance teacher resigned from her job because of medical family issues. The dance team was small and was only headed by the dance teacher. For a couple of weeks, there was search going on to find a new instructor. Finally, there was a new dance teacher in the school. The new dance instructor was from a town over and had experience before at other schools. Everything was going fine after she was hired, but there soon started to be some questions brought up from parents about how funds were being handled. After the first performance of the year, the newly hired dance teacher started to change vendors for the girls' dance costumes and also started to change the way of how money was collected. She started to tell the girls to tell their parents to make the checks out to her instead of the vendors. When questioned, she said it was because she had discounts given to her from the vendors, so the money had to be coming from her name. This practice went along for two other performances and two other trips out of town. Parents started to notice a decline in the quality of the girls' outfits, as well as them having to put more money towards expenditures that were not there before. Everything came to a head once parents started to complain to the administration team about the change in fund policies. Administration started to investigate and ask for receipts and invoices for any money that was spent that came from parents. It turns out, after some questionable purchases and other expenditures that did not balance out, that the dance teacher was overcharging for everything she was buying and taking off the top. This was even the case for the team's end of year trip when she overcharged and took extra money that was needed. Parents were outraged and were planning on suing the district for a lack of oversight of the funds. Since it was a small town, everyone knew the gossip going around. Before parents sued or any litigation happened, charges were brought on the dance teacher, and the district had to step in to correct the problem. The parents had hired a lawyer to represent them, and out of court, the district ended up settling and returning the difference of missing funds to the parents, as well as fixing and collecting fund collection policies in the school district. The school now had to implement new policies on how money from parents was to be collected and recorded, as well as how vendors would get paid. The district ended up fixing the problem before it spiraled into a larger vortex.